Our position on Nnamdi Kanu, British government talking. Guys, welcome to our friend's channel. This is GK. First of all, I want to thank all of you for your continued support, especially during the period where we are not around, we were not posting. Thank you for helping us hit 1K subscribers. The journey just started. I'm here once again with matters arising, or should I say another update as regards our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB. Yes, I wanted to let you know, just before I read some of the articles that I have here, I want to let you know that the case of Nnamdi Kanu, as it borders on his incarceration by Nigeria, is not just a case between Nigeria and IPOB, but an international case. This is something that every country in the world is interested in, because the manner in which he's arrested, and they have to know, maybe you have not known that Nnamdi Kanu doesn't have Nigerian passports. Yes, he has ceased to be a Nigerian citizen, and by that alone, you have no right to try him in Nigeria. So the only thing he has is a British passport. Forget that Lai Mohammed was telling people that he was caught with a Nigerian passport issued in 2013. Is Nigerian passport issued in 2013 still valid? That is the question. This is 8 years. How many years does Nigerian passport remain valid? And as I'm talking to you right now, there is an interview going on with a British MP, a member of parliament in British House of Common, is it House of Lords rather, under which constituency Nnamdi Kanu operates or lives. So he's been questioned, and I'll bring you that interview. Mazi Ikechukwu actually analyzed it on Radio Nigeria during his own program, and I'll bring it shortly after this very video. And just before I go into details about this very particular video, Ifeanyi Ejiofor just made a post a while ago. When I screenshotted the post, it was about 38 minutes immediately he made this very post, and it's not up to 1 hour that he made it. He said, thankfully our effort is yielding the desired result. We have just received a communication approving our visit to our client, Nnamdi Kanu. We shall keep the world posted on the outcome immediately after the meeting later in the day. God is with us. Ifeanyi Ejiofor. That simply means he'll be going to meet our leader today at the DSS. As we all know, he has been kept incommunicado before now, and that is why we are pressing that 26th of this month is too far. He doesn't have to be in the DSS till then. I mean, for his health's sake, he has to be transferred to the Kuje prison if possible. Let me just, without wasting more time, bring you details of this very news. Let's know what the UK is talking, and other government bodies, including individuals and friends of our leader, like FFK, Femi Fani Kayode, also reacting. Now, the news in details. Our position on Nnamdi Kanu, British government. The British High Commission in Nigeria said yesterday that a foreign Commonwealth and Development Office stood ready to provide consular assistance on the issue of Nnamdi Kanu's British nationality. Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, was rearrested abroad, brought back home and rearranged by the federal government of Nigeria on Tuesday, and thereafter detained by the Department of State Security Services DSS on court order. And just to buttress that very statement that the UK government is making up there, I want to tell you that news that broke some minutes ago had it that Nnamdi Kanu has actually written to the UK Consular General, and I'll do my best to bring also that very news in details. Now let's continue. The UK assistance pledge is coming as the Kanu matter caused uneasy calm in the southeast, with IPOB family leaders protesting what it called the abduction of their son from Kenya to Nigeria, describing it as a violation of international law and basic principles of the rule of law. Several calls put across to the Kenyan High Commissioner to Nigeria, Ambassador Wilfred Machaj, proved abortive. The IPOB yesterday also alleged that its leader was abducted and not intercepted or arrested as claimed by the federal government of Nigeria, saying it will expose the details of the alleged abductions later. In Imo, Kanu's travel have split the leaders as well as followers. Just as Femi Fani-Kayode, former aviation minister and a close ally of Nnamdi Kanu, cautioned the Nigerian government over the rearrest of Nnamdi Kanu, saying that the IPOB's leader must not die in custody. Also yesterday, the World Igbo Congress, WIC, urged the United Kingdom to defend Kanu, its citizen, against illegal abduction and extradition. However, the Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, has commended the federal government of the zoo on its moves so far, saying the government is capable of handling the matter. Forget about that. UK will provide consular assistance, according to the UK government. Head of Communications, British High Commission in Abuja, Dean Hollock, also confirmed yesterday that the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office was ready to provide consular assistance to Nnamdi Kanu. Dean Hollock, the British High Commission's head of communications, said in response to any queries on whether Nnamdi Kanu was extradited from the UK, we can reaffirm that Nnamdi Kanu was not arrested in the UK and nor was he extradited from the UK. With regards to any questions about the possible legality of his arrest, the British High Commission in Abuja is currently in the process of seeking clarification from the Nigerian government about the circumstances of the arrests. The man still continued. With regards to any question about whether the British High Commission is providing assistance in this case, we can confirm that the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office stands ready to provide consular assistance. The man concluded by saying, "This is as much as we can say on this matter for now. I will be happy to provide further responses to additional questions in due course." So the conclusion here is that the British government has agreed to provide a consular assistance to IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu only if a contact or if he deems wish to solicit for that, and of which Nnamdi Kanu has written that very letter soliciting the consular assistance from the British government, and I'll see what I can do to bring the very letter and see if I can read it. Okay, the video I'm going to post after this, I think that letter contains in that very video. Meanwhile, Nnamdi Kanu's family has protested the arrest and the extradition of their son. I wish to call this the abduction. There's nothing like arrest and extradition, because extradition has a process and it didn't follow that very due process. This is pure abduction. So they've actually protested the abduction of their son. And a statement put across in that respect says, a statement on behalf of the family by Kingsley Kanu said that Nnamdi Kanu was unlawfully arrested in Kenya, detained, and was subsequently subjected to extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria. The family statement read in part, "News has reached Nnamdi Kanu's family that he has been unlawfully arrested in Kenya, detained, and has subsequently been the subject of extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria, where he is now detained. Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. My brother Nnamdi Kanu demands the right to self-determination." Remember, it's Kingsley Kanu that is talking. That is putting this statement across on behalf of the family. He says, "My brother Nnamdi Kanu demands the right to self-determination for Biafra. Self-determination is guaranteed by the United Nations law. Because Biafrans support Nnamdi Kanu's call for Biafran self-determination, my brother has now been subjected to the most serious violations of international law." Whilst visiting Kenya, Nnamdi Kanu was detained and handed over to Nigerian authorities, who then flew him to Nigeria. My brother has been subjected to Whilst visiting Kenya, Nnamdi Kanu was detained and handed over to Nigerian authorities, who then flew him to Nigeria. My brother has been subjected to extraordinary renditions by Kenya and Nigeria. They have violated the most basic principles of the rule of law. Extraordinary rendition is one of the most serious crimes states can commit. Both Nigeria and Kenya must be held to account. I demand justice for my brother Nnamdi Kanu. Are you now seeing it? Have you now seen it, guys? Because Kenyan government, their president came out yesterday to debunk the rumor, according to him, flying around that they worked in collaboration with Nigerian government to abduct our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. But have you seen the truth right now? So in all, of course, even as that news, as the president talked, the Kenyan president talked to that thing, I also debunked it and I said that the president is lying because such a thing cannot happen. You can't imagine kidnapping or arresting in their own language, arresting a British or a US citizen in any country like that and flying him to another country, because Nnamdi Kanu, as it stands now, is not a Nigerian citizen. So I see no reason why such should happen, because you cannot just do that and that country where that thing happened will not claim to be unaware of it. I mean, where has such a thing happened before? Now, the family continued by saying that Nnamdi Kanu holds both British and unofficially Nigerian citizenship. Nnamdi Kanu is Biafran, not Nigerian. He has rejected his Nigerian citizenship. The British High Commission in Nigeria must insist upon my brother's immediate release. They must guarantee his safety and security. Nnamdi Kanu must be returned home to the UK to his wife and his sons who live here. The Foreign Secretary, Dominic Raab, must make it clear to the Nigerian authorities that they will not tolerate the unlawful detention of British citizens and that the UK government condemns Nigeria and Kenya for undermining the rule of law. Did you hear that? Meanwhile, IPOB have said that no going back on Biafra's struggle. On its part, the IPOB, in a statement by its Media and Publicity Secretary, Emma Powerful, entitled "Nothing Should Happen to Our Leader, Nnamdi Kanu," alleged that Kanu's abduction was masterminded by the Nigerian government in collaboration with all those that view IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu as a stumbling block to their bid to continue to attack Igbo communities and hold Biafrans in perpetual slavery. IPOB also stated that even with Kanu's alleged abduction and subsequent detention in DSS custody, all its activities must go on unhindered because they have crossed the Rubicon in their struggle and will never relent in the pursuit of Biafra freedom, no matter the level of intimidation and harassment. Of course, that is how it's been and that is how it will continue to be. We are moving ahead. In the same vein, the World Igbo Congress has called on the government of UK to do the needful and bring back Nnamdi Kanu and make sure that Nigeria does not hurt him in any way, because Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. And considering the manner in which he was abducted that did not follow the international law protocols. And Femi Fani-Kayode has also lent his voice, telling the federal government never to do anything that will harm Nnamdi Kanu, rather to guarantee his personal human rights. Guys, that is how the cookie crumbles. Please do well to make your submissions, drop your comments, and if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, make sure you do so before you go. Thank you and God bless you. Continue to pray for our leader. Pray for Igboho. They are the lights of Africa. They are the lights of the blind Nigerians who can't see, even the ones condemning them presently.